goal. That is a dream goal.
They found it. They finally found the goal they were looking for.
What a finish that is. Do not scratch your eyes. This is really happening.
Good afternoon, soccer fans of the American Premier Soccer League. We're here at the Plymouth Mouth Germantown Super Site in the heart of Philadelphia. The home side today is Philadelphia Heritage SC in gray, the away side Lighthouse 1893 in white. I'm Phil Boda, and today's Game and Frame broadcast is sponsored by Umbro. You can head to umbroteam.com to start designing your kit for free. Produced by Umbro, designed and worn by you. All right. I forgot that you were just doing the Welcome back in, Philadelphia soccer fans, to the American Premier Soccer League. We're at the Germantown Super Site in the heart of Philadelphia for what is to be an emphatic matchup between the home side of Philadelphia Heritage SC and away side Lighthouse 1893 in white. It's a beautiful spring day. Don't even have to wear a jacket. And I'm alongside producer, cameraman Isaac Jersey. We'll be walking you through this matchup here today, and a pivotal one at that. Heritage kind of on the cusp of that top four. There's a long way to go in this spring season, but every victory matters. Every point you get will get you one step closer to the top, and against a team that's lower down like Lighthouse, you want to try to secure those points if you can. Pop the standings table up for you so you can exactly see where these teams lie. Lighthouse, new to the Delaware River Conference this season, find themselves close to the bottom as they are understanding how grueling this conference can be as you travel to New Jersey, to the shore, to the heart of Philadelphia, wherever it may be. But they are tough competitors that you are battling each step of the way. And we'll have some stories about Lighthouse 1893, and we'll get to that in the midst of the game. But a historic youth club, one of the oldest in America, looking to make a speck of a comeback here, and they want to start it with the APSL. We are led by our captains for either side. Wearing the armbands, a heavy burden at times, it seems. Referee Fred, one holding the ball there, will be our center official for the day. The captain for Philadelphia Heritage will be Brendan Gorman. He is number 12. And the captain for the side of Lighthouse will be Christopher Fletcher. He'll be wearing, looks like, number 10. Teams are walking out now. A few of the players have played on the opposing side, namely Matthew Leader on the side of Philadelphia Heritage. Number 11, used to be a Lighthouse club member, like you said, a very old historic club. They've got a lot going for them. So we line up here. Our goalkeepers. We'll start with Philadelphia Heritage in his classic seafoam green. That is Iran Shafris, an acrobatic goalkeeper with great reflexes, great frame and range. That wingspan has saved him time and time again. A goalkeeper I don't know too well is Abuya Ganyu. That's number 99. He's in the highlighter yellow. I have my eye on him today. See how he reacts to some of the pressure that comes through from this home side. Go through some of the formations for these units. Philadelphia Heritage will start out with a 4-2-3-1. It's been kind of the meta, so to speak, when it comes to soccer. A lot of elite clubs going that way. It's kind of trickled down to each level of grassroots soccer. On the flip side, Lighthouse going for a 3-4-3. It's that back line. They're going to be stretched. I want to see what kind of pace they bring, especially with how the likes of Philadelphia Heritage attack. It's through those channels. You'll see defender Dudek. He'll be running up and down there. You see him pumping his chest there. He has 1 goal, 1 assist on the season, but he is a winger on the defense with a lot of pace behind him. So one to look out for sure. Looks like Lighthouse will be the one on the ball first. And that is Musa Abdel Gadir. He's got 9 goals on the season. It's the most for his club. He wants to put his stamp on this game, but he's got to work his way through a lot of opposing members before he can do that. And we are off. Referee Fred gets us started here for a wonderful spring day of soccer. Quickly to the channel, quickly knotted out by Dudek. He'll be winning those aerial battles. So aggressive is he in the air. Good long throw. There's Gorman, the captain. Not getting it clean. A little scrap at the top of the 18. Releases it to Dudek. He chips it on forward, but only gives possession away. Pings off a couple and out of bounds. Possession will stay with Lighthouse. This is Hamza Badur. He came up to me before the game. He said, hey, Philly, you better remember, you better know that I'm 25 out here. Got your back, brother. I'm seeing you. Fred, making sure we're using balls that have been checked. Gorman under some pressure. Captain Fletcher trying to ping that one for a through ball. A little too much heat on it. Shafreese commanding his back line. Doesn't want anybody to slip through the cracks, and for good reason. You're in the playoff hunt, got to be clean. Trying to pin him back here. It's number 35, Gian Maladano. To back to the goalkeeper, Gengu. Speck scrappy, but the challenge late. The foul called there on Heritage was a high boot, kind of clipped him in the back. Referee's job, as we say, Isaac, is always to keep the players safe. So he set the tempo early. Just be consistent with it is all we ask. Aldano will be on the ball here. Not able to get by the first line of defense. Heritage trying to go for some triangular passing. Their shape not in formation just yet. Settle the ball would be my call from the sidelines. They haven't had, no one for that matter has had a speck of possession. That's fine. Utilize the goalkeeper. Spread out this top three from Lighthouse. See if we can find a good pass. That one off the mark. Fletcher goes wide, but that's intercepted. A clean take. This could have a break for Heritage. They go cross fields. That is number 9, Goga. That is a magician on the ball, Luka Goga. Sloppy giveaway, though, from Heritage. That was Murtag who coughs it up. Lighthouse have one member. That's the one member they need, but not the pass they need. Abdelgalir not connecting those ones together. And he needs to. If he wants to break himself free of the line, he has to give and go around this back four. He had the member to do it. He'll grow into the game for sure. It's only the first few minutes, folks, so got to get your legs out under you. Settling the ball here is Lighthouse, trying to chop through. A good physical battle. Used his body nicely. There was Captain Gorman. He is incredibly physical. You saw him getting bodied up. He doesn't fall over, however. A shot from range, but a good chop back. He goes for goal! And that one neatly blocked by Michael Leschko. Came in from the blind side. Shafreese, he was almost caught flat-footed a bit. His defense came in clutch. Wonderful footwork from Abdelgadir. Good chop back. Wanted to see him go on his weaker foot, see if he can hit that left post. We've got another opportunity, I'm sure, for now, our first corner of the match. This one goes for Lighthouse. Cross, in-swinger low, nodded away. Only as far as Lighthouse. They can recycle this. It's a chip back in. It looks like a few folks are offsides there. Yeah, the line held strong. The quick there for Shafreese, bold. Shafreese willing his team forward. He's got the long-range passes. Aiming for Goga. Dudek. The board cuts it out. Bado there in the blue shorts. Trying to rise to meet it. This one, now foot race. A great reach there from Gayoun. Thought he was out of position. He was utilizing his length to great effect. Potential penalty, but not given. Lighthouse, can they breathe a sigh of relief? No, now as Goga will be charging right at him. He has a left-footed cross. It's low, it's in. The turnaround shots. One half volley. Nope. Still going. There's Goga. Trying to poke through for nutmeg. Nice heel pass. Centrally. There's Gorman, and he loses it. Bado. Gets past one, can't get past two. Dudek stops him up. A little bit of trickery from Heritage. They needed that one final shot, though. This back three already put under some duress. The board trying to turn. Gorman says no thanks. The board. He flings it. Abdel Gadir kind of bodied off of that one. Possession give over. Hasn't really. That's got to be a foul for sure. Right through the back. That was Marcos Ribeiro. Clatters. I think that was into Murtag, and he goes falling to the turf. That was a little tough. Ouch. Murtag. Tough competitor. He's able to get back up. Dudek switches the field. An unfortunate giveaway there from Mike Leshko. Will they give it right back, Lighthouse? I mean, it's a 50-50 ball. Murtag now. Catalina. Fortunately, falls to Goga. But Bador is there. Lighthouse. Easy come, easy go. Lighthouse, I'm looking for them to chain one or two more passes together. Opportunity here on the run. Baganyu is there. Kevin Davis, the one wearing the headband. He's on the prowl up there. They have to be careful if anything sneaks through. With this back three, very challenging for Ganyu to kind of play out of the back. He has to put these 50-50 balls forward so that maybe they can maintain possession like they're doing this, confide it to the channels, and win possession via the throw-in. Here's Fletcher. He sends it back to his defensive line. That goes up, and that goes out. But if you want to play in those channels, you have to make sure your passes are tight. Make sure that they are crisp. Otherwise, you'll give it up just like that. Murtag keeps it up. Gorman nods it down only as far as Fletcher, the captain's battling in the midfield. Bado nods it to himself. Catalina, though, is there to challenge. Gorman always herring, dogged after the ball. He gives it up in a dangerous position. Dudek using his space to catch up. Lighthouse still with possession. Cross range pass, not finding the mark. Murtag steps two. Murtag, almost too much time on the ball. Didn't know what to do with it there. Beliti, number 80, slips it through. Whoa! Maybe too far, but Shafris, quick off the line. He rolls it forward, end-to-end action. Murtag, though, a little far ahead of him. And that'll be advantage called. I mean, he kind of gave it up. Ganyu has to do something with it. Now falls to Davis. We've seen him score goals from this range before. Lighthouse just desperate to get the ball away. That will be a foul upended. It's Philadelphia Heritage. Dallas Matthew, leader, former Lighthouse man. Gave his former colleagues a quick high five. Goga, he is their set piece specialist. We've seen him score from distances such as this, maybe a few yards closer. He's at, what is that, the 25-yard mark? Getting the nod of approval. My math's not so good, Isaac, so we'll have to figure it out. But Goga's certainly is calculating the physics here. Does he go for goal or aim for the back post? His team's lining up for it. Goga, he goes for goal. Up by Bado. Can't get by the first line of defense. Beliti. Fantastic sliding challenge there from Gorman. That is what you want your center defensive mid to do. Incredible work. Beliti. We've seen spurts of speed, glimpses of magic from him. He's going to have a few opportunities today. He has to make the most of them. Here's one now. Catalina, and once again closed down by Gorman. Goga, poked away. Beliti to Fletcher. Good turnaround. Beliti once more. Bado still maintains, and that one is going to get upended, and Gorman will get a card. This is grassroots soccer at its finest, folks. Some scuffles. Gorman. He'll get the call. He'll get the yellow. I mean, it was a late challenge. Studs up right on the side of Badu's leg. There you go. He goes into the book. That'll temper his aggression for now. I don't know if you can keep this dog on a leash. He is everywhere on the pitch. This releases Lighthouse for just a moment, but I want to see them maintain possession. Can't just fling this ball forward. Chain a pass or two together. Where are you finding the space? Kevin Davis having some words to the official, seeing if he could maybe plead his case that during the scuffle he got hit. We don't have VAR, so we have to just rely on our own eyes here, folks, and sometimes things can go uncontested. Bador, all the way to the back post it swings. Warren for Heritage to contest. Looping ball to Bado. He nods it down. And offsides it will be. Musa Abdelgadir was on, and he was off. How does Heritage settle this now? It's the temperature. It's sort of like, it is right now, has risen on the pitch. Davis. Up to himself and over to Lighthouse. Got to talk here, Heritage. Murtag, the ball caught under him. Beliti! First true shot of the game, folks, will go the way of Lighthouse. A little bit of curvature on that one, but Shafreese easily handled. Murtag, spec sloppy with it. Goes by one challenge. Puts Shafreese in a tough position. He has cleared away. Warren, almost brought that one down. It was close to being in stride. Crunched in the midfield again. Gorman, the culprit as always. You feel like if he does one or two more of those, he'll get a second yellow and be out of the game, and you don't want that early. He's got to be careful, but he does set the pace for his team. A looping ball to the back post again, but no runners rising to meet it. Dudek trying to challenge it. But that was well done from Musa. Beliti, he has time to go. Where's the dragging runner? Nobody there. Oh, it was served up beautifully. Now a chance for Heritage. They have to keep some members on side. Davis sends it back to the on-running Catalina. They will get possession for their sides. A chance to the counterattack, but close down nice. Beliti, he's pleading with his team. He's put his arms out. Come on, what more can I do? I feel like if there was just one lingering touch, would have been in the back of the net. Matt Leader keeps possession for Heritage. Thought it was rolled out for a corner, but looks like it'll be a throw. Remember, folks, we are sponsored by Umbro. You can head over to umbro.com to start designing your team kit for free. Produced by Umbro, designed by you. Warren, long-range throw, pops it up. Couldn't find the back of the net. Bador is there to close the door. Musa clearing the lines just to allow his team to find formation again. Can they do it? Bador flings it beyond him. Davis is lurking, but Gengyu is there. Gotta be careful with Davis. 10 for Heritage. He's that poacher kind of striker mentality. He's always on your back. Defense finding some problems. Goga got the shot from range. Goes for the left. Almost fumbled by Gengyu. Takes the spin out of it. He's able to clutch it up. Meldano. Bador. Down the channel to Badu. That could have been a beauty of a ball. Just need a little more on it. And Musa Abdelgadir was there on the chase. Lighthouse, though, creeping up the yardage. Beliti puts that one out of bounds. Dudek. Mertag with a clever flick. He gets pushed with a two-handed push from Bador. Maldano captaining the defense, and he has to. With only 3 back there, they have to be in sync. Cover as much space as possible. Leshko to Warren. Warren with a give and go. He shows his ability to run, and he gets dragged back. That was a tug of the arm, tug of the jersey, tug of the player. Referee Fred, right to it. Goga will stand over it. I think this is a little too far from the range that he has. I think he'll be swinging it to the back post. Leshko up there, number 16. He might be the target. Luka Goga, the man from Georgia. Referee Fred making sure everybody is set before. Looks like Beliti needs a shin guard, but Goga can't get by the first line of defense. That's the second time the set piece has failed. The line, does it hold? Gengyu, but it gets flicked beyond him. Meldano can't get there, and it will be Davis. Or will it be offsides is the call. Davis, always the hothead and immediately a yellow card for dissent. Maldonado may have stepped at just the right time to call the offsides. Referees conferring. Will we have our opening goal or will we not? Murtagh now feels like he can say his piece. Conferring with Gorman, the captain here for Heritage, and we'll see what's what. Well, folks, I think while we've got a speck of time here, we can go over what is to come. There are a couple of matches here on Game in Frame ahead. Later this evening, we have NY International FC versus NY Athletic Club at 7:30 p.m. Eastern as part of the Metropolitan Conference here for the APSL. Additionally, at the same time, we have Zum Schneider FC versus La Rose SC at 7:30 p.m. Eastern, part of the Metropolitan Conference as well. And then if you love the Lighthouse boys, did you see them today? You can see them next Sunday at 2 p.m. Eastern as they take on the Sewell Old Boys as part of the Delaware River Conference. That's a heated matchup as both of those teams vying for points to make sure they're not relegated from the conference. They need everything they can get. It looks like it will be offsides in the end. Lighthouse can breathe a sigh of relief as the defense holds for now. It's bending, but the cracks starting to show. Ginyu. Maldonado tries to one-touch it further, and he'll one-touch it for a corner. That'll be the first for Philadelphia Heritage. Their set pieces from the middle of the pitch have not been lethal, not been able to contest this back line. Let's see if a corner will get it done. It'll be Goga, as usual, step up to the plate. Goga looking to pick his target. It's an in-swinging ball, beautifully placed, and a nice punch from Ginyu. Iliti, a flick around and a flick up. Finds Musa. The Duke, though, that's a great poking challenge. They both go tumbling. The Duke may be a little worse for wear, but a fantastic challenge from the defender. Ginyu launches this one forward again. Ping-ponging action. Fletcher to bring it down, but only just for an instant. It's Abdel Gadir on the chase. He's got one man to beat. We've seen him do it before. A step over, a step in, a drag down, and a roll to Shafreeze. Appeals for a penalty, but none given. Catalina. Leader. Catalina again. Gorman. Ooh. Didn't realize there was someone behind him. He thought about the challenge. He knows he's on the yellow. He knows he's in the referee's book. You can see the gears turning. Badu. Baletti. Cuts inside. Good turnaround. Sends the Duke the other way. Baletti still with it. Chops through. Breaks the ankles of the Duke. Now using his speed. Oh. Fantastic challenge once again from Leshko. Denying the opportunity. That's two almost goal-saving opportunities for him. This will be the second corner now of the match for the away side, Lighthouse. I'm going to get something on the board here. They even send their outside back, Guillaume, up there. He's number 84. He's in those blue cleats. Beliti. Low ball. Doesn't get by Dudek. Easily shuffles that away. Okay, yellow card here for Murtagh. Are things getting away? Let's see how referee Fred decides to settle this one out. Especially on those corners where everybody is close together. There's elbows flying, feet stamping, knees to chest. Well, ref Fred now is going in to confer with his side official. Will there be a change in color for the card? Will it match the shirts of the referees? Will it stay a yellow? Thank you. It's a yellow card given. Is there a foul that was provided, or was it just for dissent? Captain Fletcher now thinking, okay, well, what was the call? If he received a yellow card, there must be a reason for it. Referee Fred trying to cool everybody's head, but that's a tough task to do at this moment. Looks like it will be a throw-in for Lighthouse. The only thing that happened out of all that is a yellow card for Murtagh. The two center defensive mids for Heritage, all on both of their yellows. Murtagh being taken out of the game. Maybe rightly so. This will be Salam Ashru Mamadov, number 4. He's got 3 goals, 1 assist so far on the season. Murtagh still hot, and I think well done from Coach Sean and the rest of the crew from Heritage to maybe take him off for a spell. Badort is looking to fling this one to the back post. Halfway there. That was a booming kick from Goga. Neatly dealt with from Aldano. Needs to find a friend, however, before it's too late. Almost was. Good challenge from both. Musa. Swings it wide for Beliti. Oh, we thought about where it was going and not where he was at. The ball slips out from under him. That'll be a turnover of possession. Heritage now with it. Dudek. Musa. Fletcher. Beliti. Back to Fletcher. He could turn in the box. He has some space. Poked away again. And it will be a goal kick for Heritage. Okay. Matt Bergmeyer on the sideline yelling to his team that they need to be in the offensive third. Had too much time in their own half. Dudek, can he be the catalyst for it? Goga to Gorman. Badu stands strong. He unleashes Beliti, but too far. Leshko. Badu. Gorman, I mean, that defensive work is incredible. Another poking challenge. Lighthouse, though, still with it. Beliti handles this one. Bador, the overlapping run, but brought the defense to him. Beliti now has to use some skill. Gets past one, but not two. Dudek shuts him down. The third corner here for the away side. Beliti over the ball once more. Last cross was low. Will this one have some more elevation? Oh, yes, it does. Curling to the back post. Badou! Almost. A wonderful set piece. Combination play from Beliti to Badou. Doesn't strike gold, however, but you love to see it. Some life in this side. Shafreese surveying. Boost that one up. 50-50 challenge. Does not go their way. Lighthouse. Can they chain some passes together? Change of field. Dudek barely got there, but had to. Goga. Curving ball, and that one's definitely on game. Ooh. All right. A wonderful challenge from him. He high-fives his former teammate and leader. And we remain level at 0-0 in this first half. Ash Mamadov gives the give and go. He goes for the one-time curl. Okay, if it's a little more central, you feel like that was hitting the upper nine. Fortunately, all it hits is the back fence. Salam Ashru Mamadov has moved his way to kind of the front of this formation, right? It's a 4-2-3-1. It's probably in that 3 area. That has moved Catalina into the 2 portion as a center defensive mid. Guillaume with a full orange shove. It will be Lighthouse to keep possession. Davis doesn't look like he can continue. Heritage. We'll be playing a player down for just a moment as Davis has gone to the restroom. This is grassroots soccer, as close as you can get. Musa, good control. Dudek on his back shoulder. Badou. Desperation cross just for someone to do something with it. Warren has been battling fiercely on that far side. Isaac, this has had everything. Some drama, some contention, some silliness. It just hasn't had a goal. That is what we're looking for, of course, as soccer fans, something to break the deadlock. That's what makes goals so magical. They're hard to come by. Can Lighthouse find one here? There, all the momentum has been with them. Musa dropped to the turf. Aldano. Guillaume. Tries to find the nice shoulder run from Musa. He's there. Oh, one time. Can't get there. Can he swing it back in? He loops it up. And he loops it out of bounds for a goal kick. His first touch. Let him down there for a second. Coach Sean encouraging everybody to pinch in. Not their player down for the moment. Don't necessarily need the 1 at the top of this formation. Stick with a 4-2-3. See what you can do. Shafreese looking to find Gorman. The captain's duking it out once again. Maldonado charging through. Pushes it just enough. Finds his way to Beliti. Can he go on the turn? The hole of the ball across the line, and it'll be out. Beliti, he's got the speed, he's got the awareness. That first touch, though, brother, we need better from you. That is number 6. That is Ahmed Gossi. Haven't talked about him too much. He's kind of lost there in the midfield. I'm sure we'll highlight him again soon. Here's Fletcher. Beliti. Ooh, thought it could get to him. Dudek, wary to the danger. Gorman. Goga. Lighthouse. They had a spell of possession, lost it. Goga and Dudek working in tandem. Goga trying to clip it forward. They will find Ashmurmadov. Salam holding on nicely to it. The substitute with some fresh legs. Dudek inching his way forward to Ashmurmadov again. Goga trying to set up a foot race. Lagengu is there. Shafreese liking the work from Ashmurmadov. Musa Abdelgadir flinging his body around. Is that a handball? No. That is Heritage just clearing the lines as best they can. It's coming right back at him. Does Musa have an opportunity here? He takes a shoulder to the back, maintains his balance, he can't maintain the ball. He goes to the turf once more. Can't believe his luck. These over-the-top balls have been successful so far from Lighthouse. It just needs that one clinical piece from Musa to get his side ahead. Badu shuts down the pass. Can he find a friend? Warren says no thanks. He's throwing his body around. Badu now, he's free. Cuts inside. 4 gray jerseys around him, and 4 gray jerseys trip him. Who will this card be for? Looks like it will be for Warren. So he arrived at that challenge just a speck late. Looks like Davis is back. Now set piece opportunity for Lighthouse in a dangerous area. The wall will need to be stout. Shafreese eyeing it up, maybe a little to the left, a little to the right. Will they do their job here? Fletcher standing over it. Gossi conferring with him. Will be the captain to shoulder the responsibility of this crucial set piece. He only has eyes for goal. He flings it up. Shafreese. He said he uses that long frame well, able to snatch that one out of the sky. He's got to find a friend to lay it off to. Instead, he'll just toss it away. Maldonado. He wasn't sure if he could trust Ginyu. Instead, he just clears his lines. Only a few minutes remaining in this contentious first half. Dudek, can he keep it in? No. Folks, we have barely even had time to talk about some history between these squads. Believe it or not, the last time they met was in October. And if I can get my notes together, it's wind, as always, my mortal enemy. Last they met in October, it was a 0-0 draw. We're kind of seeing some lingering paces of that today. But a lot has changed for these squads. They've grown, they've evolved, they've battled. Let's see if they've taken some of those lessons. And will it be a different story today? Badu looking to write the script. Sends it out to Musa. Oh, can he keep it in? Yes! Toe touches on the line. Musa now 3 defenders to get beyond. And a wonderful tackle from who else but Leshko. This guy's been the saving grace of his team today. Catalina. To Goga. Gorman with a flick on. Ashmurmadov. Plenty of space here for Gorman to work with. He's been quiet recently. I think the yellow cards calmed him down. Warren just received 1. Davis now. A little bit lighter. And he will get hacked down. He was dancing on his feet, but it took a cleat for his troubles. We wait for Heritage to get in position. Leshko all the way across the field to Dudek. Didn't bring that down as calmly as he would have liked. Now he's on a foot race with Baliti. He's got the long legs. He knows he needs some help, or maybe he doesn't. That's the 3rd time he's gone around Dudek. It was just the wrong shoulder run there from Musa. Leshko. Going to switch the field again, but Bador is there. Bador encouraging his members forward. He's like, where's the white in front of me? Aletti trying to change the pace of play, cannot. Ashmurmadov battling through, barreling through. Davis, the ball under him. Gorman to Warren. Hospital ball there for Leshko. He launches it forward, and Bodor launches it out. Warren, his shift is ended, and it will be Ansley Reed, Philadelphia Heritage, to take his spot. Those two are like-for-like defenders. Give everything that they can. Warren is a good shift, but he took a big knock on that yellow card challenge. He's also dealing with a little ankle injury on his left leg. So he can't play the full 90. That's all right. Here's Gorman, and that's got to be the most offsides I've seen. We could tell from here. Davis trying to be sneaky, but getting caught. Bador and Baliti trying to confide in one another. How do we unlock this channel? Because we feel like we have the key. Just keep missing the opportunity. Musa, that infamous first touch, moves it away from him. Fletcher, he shows his strength. Musa to Beliti once more. Fletcher, a good bit of space, but Musa was offsides. He knew it was. Instead, maybe they can trap, do that press. Dudek looking for a way out. Fletcher, he gets knocked over, and that will be another free kick in another dangerous spot. This time the 10-yard line, just about. This might be the final kick of the half, the timer ticking down. Belletti seems to be at least the set piece kicker from this right side of the pitch. He's lining up his left foot. Will he catch Shafreese off guard? Looking for it low. Gorman easily dealt with. Baliti. Harried by Ashmamadov. He said, "I was on my body, it was my hips." Well, there's a little bit of grabbing, a little bit of pushing there too. Another free kick given, another opportunity. This one not as golden, but still a good one. A high line from Heritage. A crowded back post. Bador. Lifts it up. Oh, fights through traffic. It could be a shot on! Fletcher. A heroic play. Never really had a chance. Started now again with Heritage. Ainsley Reed, his first touch. Gorman lays it off for Ashmamadov. He finds Davis this time in an onside position. Has the legs to get to the ball. He goes for the early looping ball to the back post. Goga neatly brings it down. He sends it back to Gorman. How did he get to that side of the field? No handball there. Arm next to the chest. And that will be that. Referee Fred will whistle for halftime. Ladies and gentlemen, do not go anywhere. We'll see you after 15.
From soccer fields across the USA to the legendary stadiums of Spain and Portugal, for 40 years, Petrobax has been the go-to expert for group travel to Spain and Portugal. We organize soccer group trips from start to finish. Flights, hotels, transportation, and guided tours, all perfectly coordinated by our experienced team. Your trip can include attending La Liga and Portuguese Primeira Liga games, matches against local teams, pro training sessions, and even tournaments. As true experts in Spain and Portugal, we'll ensure you also experience the rich history, vibrant culture, and incredible food these countries are famous for. Celebrating 40 years of crafting unforgettable journeys to Spain and Portugal. Petrobax, your team, your passion, your trip to Spain and Portugal starts here.
My name is Austin Brummett. I'm a men's soccer player at San Diego State University and I play forward. The Salt Air Case helps block odor from my cleats when I'm driving in my car or when I'm keeping my cleats inside my house so I don't have to worry about it stinking up my room. It helps me keep track of my cleats and my shin guards so I know that they're together. I don't have to worry about tracking them down or losing them or stressing out about where they are. I would definitely rock this, walking to the games, walking around to my trainings. And it's super helpful for travel. When I travel in the airport to go to away games, it's not going to stink up my backpack or stink up the plane where I'm sitting. Magnetic strip on the top is super easy to open to take my cleats out and to put my cleats back in. I think it's an essential part of my outfit for soccer and it helps keep all my stuff organized and stink-free.
A quality highlight reel is crucial for college and pro recruitment. A lot of services offer generic solutions, but at Game & Frame we know every player is unique and needs a personalised approach to win over coaches. Our process is simple. We work with any footage, and if you need help finding your best plays, we'll review games for you. Once we've finished, you'll have a reel you can upload to any recruitment platform. We've helped hundreds of players get the attention they deserve, including placements in Division 1 programs. Scan the QR code or email us for a free consultation and start the journey to maximize your recruitment potential.
Josh wants to do it, so he'll check the standards. So he comes down and does it. I don't know if he's planning on doing it because I know I'm not covering like all of it. I think I'm shadowed by Mr. What the fuck?
Yeah, I'm good. I just need to pee really bad.
Yeah, that's funny. I guess it's Mickey calling.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the German super site here in the heart of Philadelphia. You are tuning in to an American Premier Soccer League Delaware River Conference match between home side Philadelphia Heritage in gray and away side Lighthouse 1893 in white. Of course, I'm Phil Boda, and today's Game in Frame production is sponsored by Umbro. You can head to Umbro to start designing your team kit for free. Produced by Umbro, designed and worn by you. Glad to see Umbro making a comeback. I was born and grew up in Italy. Had Umbro everything, shorts, t-shirts. Still have a couple of those 90s relics tucked away. They have a new kit design for you. Definitely check it out. I checked it out. Designed some stuff for myself. Burgundy, the design and the color. Plenty of different things for you to peep. But for now, you got to turn your eyes to the pitch, as it is currently 0-0 between these two squads. It's been hotly contested. A few shots on goal, nothing terribly threatening for these keepers. A few counter-attacking opportunities for Philadelphia Heritage with their front three. The defense for the side of Lighthouse spread, but holding on for now. Actually had a wonderful opportunity to talk to the manager of Lighthouse, that's Jim, during the halftime, and he had a lot to say about his squad, but mostly about the club itself. Lighthouse 1893, as the name suggests, that's when it was founded in the heart of Kensington, Philadelphia. The club still stands today. It's been a product that has led to many Hall of Fame soccer players, one of them being Walter Barr. You ever have a chance to go to Disney and look at the Game of Our Lives, the movie, which is the old World Cup match between the United States and England that U.S. won 1-0. There's a number of players on that squad that came from the Lighthouse unit, Walter Barr being one of them. As we mentioned, the club still alive today. Many in Kensington use it for boxing, soccer, basketball, baseball, all sorts of activities for after-school youth. They're trying to reestablish that prestige they once had. And it starts here in the Delaware River Conference. Wrestled to the ground was Musa. We've got a few number switches too, folks. That's the foul committed by, and that is Michael Leshko, number 13. Calvin Matischek has been number 16 on defense. There he is, right on cue with the header. He's the one that has had those miraculous tackles thus far. Right now it's Lighthouse, though, streaming forward. That was Chris Fletcher on the cross, denied by Dudek. Has been Mija Kawa, who's been the captain, number 10 for Lighthouse. Had a few jersey mix-ups, but here's Ansley Reed. Denies the opportunity. Davis, the layoff. Cantalina, the Cruyff. A number of challenges. Still the advantage. Will it be played? It will not. Referee Fred will call it back. It's danged if you do, danged if you don't. If you're the ref, everyone screams for the foul. The advantage goes. Then they're like, they called it back. Why'd you call it back? You can never get it right. It will be Matischek, number 16, over the ball. He'll swing it. Leader leads on Ashmamadov. Maldano, he just smacks that out of bounds. Doesn't even care where the ball goes as long as it's not in the back of his net. Heritage haven't found too many opportunities up front from just like working the ball around, finding some connecting passes. It's been a lot on the counter-attacking opportunities. If that's their style, fine, but you got to convert. Beliti goes up against Ashmamadov, who nicks it away from him. And those two tussle once again. Beliti, the victor. Guillaume feigns the cross, shuffles forward. Tries to go beyond Dudek. He's able to do so. Musa. No farther than Matischek, though. That was a drag down. Musa. He said, that happened to me. Can I get away with it? No. Dudek. Some green ahead of him. Goes central to Gorman. Ainsley Reed. Matischek. Catalina in the mid. Tries to move it wide, but the door is there. Baliti. That first touch. I'm looking for it. Godzi. To Musa. Swings it all the way down. Can Bador get there in time? No. Ran out of real estate. It'll be a goal kick for Heritage. Ainsley Reed. Davis spins around Badu. Lays it off for Catalina. The 4 midfield for Lighthouse. Been pretty dynamic, denying space, making sure none of these passes cut through, which is forcing Heritage into the channels. They don't feel like they want to work there. They do want to utilize the likes of Catalina and Gorman. And there they go, giving up possession. The captain, Kawa. Guillaume. He just smacks that one. Doesn't want to deal with it, but Shafris will guide it out of bounds. Coach Jim from Lighthouse encouraged me to let folks know that you can donate to Lighthouse 1893 in Kensington. If you want to head to their webpage and do that, you certainly can. Shafris to restart us. Number of members rise up. Not many members rise to the occasion. Lighthouse. Guillaume. Baliti. He's had his work cut out for him, Baliti. He's been crunched, sandwiched, tackled, slapped. And still he remains. That is the game of soccer. Ashmamadov. Nice footwork from him. Okay. Slips it on through. Kevin Davis could have a shot from range. He goes on. Guillaume. A wonderful tackle. Push that out of bounds for a corner kick. The second here for the home side. It's been Goga, who's been taking most of the set pieces, most of the corners from the opposite side of the pitch will be the same. It looks like it. He had a beautiful in-swinging ball to the back post prior. Can he replicate? This one near post. It goes through traffic. Nicks off a couple of players, bounces around like a ping pong ball. Doesn't find any purchase though, and Lighthouse breathe a sigh of relief. Madu. Ball back into play. Badu, a nice flick around. Okay, catches that one in stride. Tries to go around Matischek. He's able to do so. Fletcher almost had the legs to get there. Okay, a wonderful piece of play from Lighthouse. Shafris boots that away. Gorman, fortunate to get it. Maldonado, the recipient of the pass. Gozi. DeBoer. Tries to slip Musa through. Musa! Okay, Shafris spies that one up. Fortunate for him. Here's Reed. Leader ran into danger, and it will be a foul called. Guess he got clipped, pushed off balance. You feel like the formation for Lighthouse has changed a little bit. Seems to be a 4-4-2 now. Donzo, number 52 for Lighthouse, has bolstered the back line. Balitti with the one-time pass. Can he get the give and go? Yes, he can. That's onside. Balitti streaming forward. He cuts in the inside. Only one man to beat. Shafreeze stands tall, and it will be Matisse check. We'll mark that a third goal-saving opportunity for the defender. He gets right back up. Got guy relentless. Another opportunity for Lighthouse, seemingly squandered. It's a tough angle when you go wide. Shafreeze had his corners looked at, but still you want an opportunity on frame if you're Lighthouse. Ashmamanov collides with Guillaume. That challenge not called. Guillaume in a foot race here with Dudek. Dudek, I think, will give it up. Or will he not? A goal kick is called. Thought he had the last touch there, Dudek, but suppose not. Catalina. Matisse check. Ainsley Reed. Matisse check. Finds Gorman in a nice pocket of space. Slips on the ball. There's Donzo. Welcome to the game. Badu to Donzo. Needs to find one more pass. Thought Balitti was going to run for it. He did not. Gagnou. Oh, always scared to see the keeper run out that far, but he was confident to the challenge. Leshko. He's got to do something, trying to guide it to Shafreeze. Bodies go tumbling. But Shafreeze handles the ball well. Musa, once again in the middle of it. You love it when the striker doesn't back down. And Leshko did what every good defender does, protects his keeper. Will be a foul called on Musa. Shafreeze shuffling his team forward. Nice boot. Backspin on it. Aldano there to contest. Guillaume to clear. Musa, he was on sides of the initial kick. Matisse check, a lot to do. Maybe does just enough. A chip. Ooh! A bit of reaction from Shafreeze at point-blank range. That's a great opportunity, though, once again for Lighthouse. They're finding their pockets of space. They're finding these balls over the top here for Musa. Coach Sean willing Kevin Davis to play the line. We need some extra members in this channel. That's where Lighthouse is trying to work. Trying to work it there was Badu. Couldn't handle the danger. Reed. Rockets that one. Davis, is this his opportunity? Maybe to facilitate an assist. Guillaume puts it in the path of DeBoer. Reed going to protect this one out of bounds for the throw. Catalina. Could be a foul, could not be. Advantage this time given. Ashmamanov has a couple of options. Finds leader. Goes for an early cross to the back post, looking for Davis. He's usually a target in a lot of those opportunities. Musa now. He's flinging it. Is he offsides? Yes. He's on the other side of Dudek. We could see it from here. Well spotted from the assistant referee. Producer, cameraman Isaac is saying, oh, we might have to draw some lines here, Philly. But we get restarted once again. Catalina in the mixer. He's still on running. collapsed upon, however, the ball out of bounds. Reed. Ashmamadov. Calmly done to Leshko. Matischik. Back to Reed. Ashmamadov. Nicely worked to Dudek. This is good. This is good from Heritage. Work the ball. Tire Lighthouse out of spec. Get the momentum back on your side. It's been a lot of defensive work. But don't squander the opportunity. Don't just launch the ball up because you don't know what else to do. Keep working the ball around. Opportunities will find you. Gorman. Leader. I think that's a fine ball for Davis. Touch though. Not able to bring it down. Christopher Fletcher. Good feet from him. Donzo. To Maldonado. Now an opportunity for Lighthouse to settle and have some patience. Display some discipline. Oh, Maldonado almost caught under the press. Donzo ran out of space. Maldonado now out of position. He's very far forward, the defender. He's pushing, people saying, cover my spot while I'm up here. I'll be tracking back. This is better from both sides. Some calmer soccer. Chaining passes together. Matischek goes for a long ball forward. Trying to put in the path of Davis. He's like, okay, what am I going to do? But all right. Donzo. Bado. Wonderful balance and strength from this guy again. I mean, he doesn't back down. Anytime he feels a defender at his back, he leans into that physicality. You love to see that from a player. Keeps possession for his side. I think that's the most important piece of that play. Maybe almost given away there by Donzo. Gossi. Okay. Was his eyes bigger than his foot? Not so much DeBoer. Gathers it. Doesn't get beyond Dudek, though. Dudek, a wonderful defender. Just uses his athleticism and his speed. Sometimes it's all it takes. Leader. Apologies, that's a Goga. Luka Goga over there trying to feed it to Leader. As the sun now sets at the German super sites, the lights turned on. Will we have a player who will see their name in lights? That is the question. We are still knotted up at 0-0. As a reminder, folks, when these teams last met in October, the result's similar. Who will be the one to write a different story? I think Heritage, anything less than a victory is a disappointment. For Lighthouse, a point. Elation. 3, a celebration. Oh, oh. The trainers will now have to be waved on. That was words are failing me to describe the collision between the players. Their bells rung, seeing the stars. They might have to make some substitution. The bench not really warming up here. Only one member ready. Shouldn't need to. You don't like to see the likes of Badu come out like that. But that's kind of the double-edged sword of his play style, how he leans into those physical challenges. You like the hungriness from Lighthouse, wanting to go after the ball, but taking down your own player is a tough look. seem to be okay. It's Gosi and Badu. I think we have some time for some announcements, my friend. We have a few games coming up here today. We have NY International FC versus NY Athletic Club at 7:30 p.m. That is the APSL, the American Premier Soccer League, of course, and that's the Metropolitan Conference up there in New York City. We also, at the same time, have Schneider FC versus La Rose SC at 7 p.m., part of the Metropolitan Conference as well. And if you're loving what you're seeing from Lighthouse 1893, you can see them match up next Sunday against the Sewell Old Boys at 2 p.m. Eastern. Of course, it's part of the Delaware River Conference. That will be an electric match. Both of those teams vying to stay out of that relegation zone. Every point will matter between them. Bador, his day may be done. Gosi might be the same. They're going to have to get themselves checked first. How much extra time will be allotted is the question. Folks, we are also streaming to YouTube. So if you want to check out all the game and frame action, whether it's for the Delaware River Conference or any conference, we cover the American Premier Soccer League, the National Premier Soccer League, the USL, women's soccer. We cover a lot in terms of bringing grassroots football to you. We love your support, so those views, those likes, those follows, those thumbs ups, everything matters. So we can get some of these great players recognized and up through the system. Looks like we will have a double substitution for the side of Lighthouse. I'll check my notes. That'll be number 26 entering the fray, and that is Benel Segun. We will also have number 27 coming into the match. That is Terrence Doe. Badu and Gosi being checked for head injuries. They're going to take the rest of this match off. Dudek receiving some treatment on the side here too. Got some turf burn. Wants to make sure that wound stays closed. He's like grimacing in pain, but also laughing at the same time like, this is grassroots soccer. I got to use cleat tape as a bandage. That's a lot of time ticked off the clock. Probably about 5 minutes or so of extra time will be added. Of course, and then some, depending on what else happens. What more can be added to this narrative? I think the only thing we're waiting for now is a goal. Danzo. How will these new Lighthouse players feel into the game? Goga waving off the door saying, that was a foul all the way. Referee Fred agrees. Fine position here, still at some distance for Goga. He would like it a little bit more to the right, a little more central, and maybe about 5 yards closer, and he'll be eyeing up the goal. Instead, he'll be looking at the back of the net, or back post, rather. Yu, the goalkeeper for Lighthouse, has not really been threatened so far in this second half, as early on as it may be. Will this be the opportunity to get some sting in the palms? Goga flings it to the back post. Matisse check, first to meet it. Davis trying to put it back in the blender. Handball potentially called. He's waving it off. I like that. I'm not a big fan of handball in the box when it's just bouncing around. Like, how are you supposed to keep your balance, defend, jockey for position with your hands tied behind your back? Just, that's not natural. Goga going again for the cross. Meldano maybe doing just enough. Oh, but Fletcher there to fling it forward. Fletcher, when he's come into action, has done incredibly well. Extending the lines here in the channel, utilizing his pace. Working back on defensive duty, I think, is most important. And you saw it exemplified there. Meldano to Fletcher. Goes around Ash Mamadov. He gets pushed to the turf, but maintains possession for his side. And now the foul called. Fletcher, slow to get up. Davis, as a reminder, already on a yellow card. Danza. Tries to find Musa. Is he onside for it? Looks like he was. Shafris, though, knew the trajectory. Grabbed that one out of the sky. Matisse check. Finds a member. I believe that was Matt Leader. It is. Catalina to Reed. Matisse check. Still trying to work it to Davis. Can't bring it down cleanly. He keeps saying, can I get a better ball than that? It's hard to do. This channel has been clogged up by Lighthouse. Matisse check. Trying to take that, but now it's a break here. A nice ball slotted through. Shafri! So does just enough to push Biliti away. But wait, what is this? A twist in the tail. A foul is called on the edge of the box. Who will it be for? Looks like the arm pointing the way of Lighthouse. Will they be gifted another opportunity? Had a good one there. Shafri's getting big, forcing the angle. And Bellitti pushing the ball wide. It will be offsides in the end. The referees conferring in their microphones. So no foul technically, but an infraction, we'll say, Isaac, of the rules. Reed. He goes for a thunderous clear, but denied. Catalina. Matisse check. Consistently going for these threaded balls. Here's Leader. He's battling. He's challenging. He gets tripped. Maldonado tangling is up his legs. The foul call. It will be a throw, however, not a foul. Leader a little peeved after that. Handball called. Matisse check. Stands over. Dudek in a ton of space on that left-hand side. Will he be able to snipe him out? He's kind of eyeing it up. He's gearing. They'll go for the far post instead. Lighthouse members collide with it. Dudek trying to turn around Bellitti. Oh, but Bellitti doing ever so well. He wins the throw. That was a wonderful Cruyff turn from Bellitti in tight spaces. Guillaume to restart. He hoofs that one. Okay. They haven't really been able to play out of the back, Lighthouse. There's another example of it. Bellitti trying to send Fletcher to the opposite side. Look at him get on his horse. But Reed had the right positioning. Effort well recognized, but maybe a little wasted. Matisse check. Goes centrally. That goes back to Shafris in maybe a haphazard manner. He has to put this one up for a 50-50. The substitute. Handball, but not called. Leader. Call for the hold. The board. Will he send that into his own net? No, but he will send it out for a corner. Okay. Dangerous, semi-dangerous ball turned into a semi-dangerous opportunity. This is the third corner by my calculations for the home team. Luka Goga standing over it, of course. In swinger to the back posts. Oh, an athletic effort from Kevin Davis. Try to redirect it, but only through the uprights. Getting a thumbs up from lead production manager Nick Kraus. He's saying this is one heck of a game. We're just all waiting for the pressure cooker to whistle and that goal to be scored. That's where true jubilation lies in the game of soccer. Reed, the captain Kawa. Fletcher in tight quarters. Does well. Donzo. Maldano. Shifts it to Guillaume. Ooh, finds Fletcher again in some nice space. Can he use his speed here? Ansley, Reed turns him. He finds the captain, Kawa! From 30 yards out. Maybe not the shot he wanted, but felt like that's all he had. Belletti pointing to the space in front saying, feed me here. Had the opportunity. Time ticking forward. 15 minutes of regular minutes remaining. We know we're going to have a few extra time pieces here. Kevin Davis, his day will be done. We will have number 2 enter the match. And that is Kyle Mchazo. Looks like we'll see where Mchazo goes. This is a 4-2-3-1, at least on paper, for Philadelphia Heritage. It seems like there are 2 for the center defensive mids. Since Murtagh has gone out, it's been kind of a 1. Gorman's been playing higher after receiving a few yellow cards and infractions. So he's trying to play more defensively, but he's kind of taking himself out of the game when he can't play that aggressive. A foul called. Catalina says, my bad. With a new substitute in, can Heritage find their markers again? Maldano. Tries to find a long-range effort. It's been working for him. Reed. They've been playing this right-hand side heavy. Matisse check. Forced to just give it away. Guillaume, a missed touch from him. Goga was prowling. Dudek, that was a wonderful touch to bring it down. Mchazo, his first touch. He flings himself into the Lighthouse defense. Kevin Davis, even though he's been taken out of the field, he's relentless in terms of his ask for quality from himself, from his teammates, from the officiating crew. He's had been told to settle down. Not in the game anymore. Goga. The visionary, the magician. Can he make magic happen? Goga. Middle of the pack. Mchazo. Okay, he pings that one for a corner. Intelligent play. Made something out of nothing. The defense for Lighthouse still holding. Now Goga with another opportunity, this time from the other side of the pitch. This will be the 4th corner for the team in gray. Back post, couple on runners, still in danger. Can anyone get there in time? Not the case. Heritage keeping the pressure on. Will be a substitute. Substitute here for Lighthouse. This is Kafala, number 29. What is the call here? Who will be exiting the match? It will be the captain, Kawa, who will be leaving the pitch. It'll be Christopher Fletcher now, who dons the armband. Band matching the cleats. I think he's feeling all right. Maybe not so much, though, as Ansley Reed is eyeing him up on the throw. Tosses that one to the middle. Maldonado, tall to meet it. That ball squeaks through. Gengyu calls him off. Donzo to Fletcher. Fletcher still with it. He's got to find a friend, though. He gets pushed down by Mchazo. And a foul is called. A little too quick for his liking, though. Bador. Guillaume. Where's the press here from Heritage? The bench is calling for it. Fletcher, once again in the channel. Once again, gets turned around. Guillaume. Uh-oh. It almost spelled disaster, but Damzo's there. Looking for that ball over the top. Shafris almost caught in no man's land. Tischek cuts it on to the center. Catalina. Leshko. Tried to feed Goga. This was on the wrong side of the defender. Frustration. That's what I'm feeling from this home side. They just can't generate momentum, can't get anything on attack. They've had some set piece opportunities. In terms of the run of play, though, a little bit lacking. Whereas on the other side for Lighthouse, clear strategy, just lifting the ball over the top, allowing Musa to do the work. Donzo, though, he coughs it up in a horrible spot. Ashmamadov fighting through, cuts it back. Guillaume, though, there. Fine challenge from him. Only as far as Reed. Ashmamadov was offsides. He couldn't contest that ball. Oof. Another sigh of relief for the Lighthouse bench. That's a tough spot to lose the ball. Shafris thrilled with that press, wants more of it. Dudek. Mchazo. Ashmamadov with a heel flick. Mchazo. Ashmamadov. Here's Reed. Triangle's well worked. Mchazo with a nifty pass. Oof. A timely challenge from the defense. But that is the kind of neutral run of play I'm looking for from Heritage. Just need that one final piece to get it in a dangerous area, but they got to a position where they can do it. Goga thought about taking this corner early. This will be the fifth one, my calculations. It's a fine spot. Trying to find the head of Matischek. Just was a little too high for him. Mchazo, those fresh legs, find himself all over the pitch. A chip from range for Leshko, and he's grabbing his shorts like, why did I do that? Had a better option. The pendulum swings for the home side. They've had a majority of the ball. Lighthouse petering after that head-to-head collision on two of their players. Now they've had to rotate in some of the substitutes. It just hasn't felt the same. Ashmamadov checking his corners. Step over once. Mchazo tried to feed Reed. Not enough pace in the ball. Donzo to Musa. He hasn't had a touch in a while, but look at this. Balance from him. He wants to take it all the way home himself. Matishek, a great recovery run. Musa, not done. Matishek, standing tall. Lays it off. Maldonado. Fletcher in the channel. That's where he lives. Looking to run it to the corner and maybe find a cross with the left foot. 2 now. Collapse upon him. He can't go beyond Reed. Great positioning from the defender. He ushers that one out of bounds. The attack petered out. Fantastic work from Ansley Reed. Coaching staff encouraging Lighthouse to lock in. A few more minutes remain of regular time. Leader. That was a hit check of epic proportion. He has maybe lost some wind because of it. Ashmamadov in a dangerous area. He's cornered though. He's shifting. He's trying. Finds him Chazo. Goes for a low cross. Guillaume pushes it away. Musa. Puts it on to Fletcher. They were calling for it back, but the pass has to be better if you want to receive a good pass. You have to give a good initial pass like that. Lays it off to the center of the pitch. This is Catalina. Could go from it from range. He thought about it, but now the window closed. Now all white jerseys around him. Ashmamadov hops by 1, hops by 2. He still has the ball stuck to his foot, but now goes down. And the bench rises, but no. And now that will be a foul for the way of Heritage. The Lighthouse or the Heritage bench saying, "Hey, when is Musa Abdelgadir going to get a card for all of these ticky-tack fouls?" Didn't get the penalty in the box. Don't think there was one there. Matisse check. Can't get by the first line of defense. The substitutes doing their thing. Fletcher, once again, put into hustle mode. A hive mind, not buzzing for Lighthouse. Guillaume, tired legs. Move it forward. Leshko. To Shafris, a tough ball to handle. The keeper does all right. You can see how sunken Lighthouse is and not rising and pushing forward as a unit. They're playing back, and that's allowing Heritage to take all this space. Guillaume gets moved around. Goga keeps his head up. Another looping ball. Ash, can he keep it in? Nope, cannot. Just wasn't enough members for Heritage there on that ball. It was a pretty tough one to handle. Fletcher. He's gonna have to do a lot. They're asking a lot of him. Ooh, okay. Goes for a little juggle flick. Doesn't work out for him though. Catalina. Mchazo. Matisse check. Tries to unleash Reed. He says, "Yep, that was right. I was wrong." Lighthouse, are they playing for the draw? Will this be a repeat of history? Guillaume, we know he's got the leg. Fletcher connects to Musa. Musa pokes it forward to himself. He's got to be a one-man show. Number 9 at the top. Nice challenge from Fletcher. Offense, defense, captaining, leadership from the kid. Reed. Nicely done from Guillaume. A bicycle kick for the clearance. Gorman, good shoulder challenge. Lighthouse, haven't been able to settle it. They're just keeping the ball around. Musa with a wonderful touch. Oh, but he loses it there. Catalina. And Chazo. Good tackle from Mildano. Musa. He's got plenty of space. People need to give him the opportunity. What a nifty ball that is! Oh, Fletcher. Almost there now. The play called back as the player down. There will be extra time. I can guarantee you that, folks. In the meantime, we can't bring you this grassroots soccer scene without some wonderful sponsors. We have Umbro to thank for that. So make sure you head over to umbro.com to start designing your team kit for free. Produced by Umbro, designed and worn by you. Kind of like these gray kits from Heritage. Lighthouse, their color combination is there. I have trouble seeing the numbers. So let's see if you can design a better kit for your team. Donzo, though, he's being helped off the field by his assistant coach. All right, hope he's okay. Sometimes on these turf fields you can find an ACL injury or something along those lines, and we don't want to see any of that happen. If it's just a knock to the knee or loss of wind, that's okay. Don't want anything more serious than that. Official referee, Fred. How will he restart this? Final official minute of the match. Still 0-0. Not for want of trying. Haven't been many clinical shots on goal. Lighthouse almost getting caught off guard as they were still grabbing some water and snacks. Mchazo. Goga. Mchazo. To Gorman. Too far ahead of Reed, but he had the space to work with it. It's a goal! Musa! Oh! Jubilation, elation, celebration station here for Lighthouse. They are shining here at the German super site. He knew his opportunity would come. He was trying every single minute of this match. And finally, when the legs are tired, when you need to give that last 10% of effort, that is when he catches the team off guard and finds the gold. We said that Lighthouse would be happy with a tie, but they'll be celebrating at the clubhouse all night long with a victory. Heritage, they played so well. Eventually, we said those cracks were going to show. That ball over the top was threatening all 90 minutes. Plenty of time, though, probably 10 plus for them to work with to maybe tie this up again. Matishek. Another long ball, this time Ashmamadov. He goes by Guillaume. Runs inside. He goes for the top corner! Okay, Ashmamadov. You love to see the effort there. Was it a cross? Was it a shot? We'll say it's a shot. Looking pretty good. It'll be a throw-in for Lighthouse. They're going to try to take as much time as they can. Odor, the one holding on to it. The hero, Musa. Beliti was offsides and then came onside and took the ball first. That's a foul. And Chazo. Oh, he immediately gets shoved down. But on the flip side, Chazo cuts out Musa. There won't be a foul called for Lighthouse. Free kick, Maldonado scoops it for Fletcher. Can he take this to the corner and maybe waste some time? Instead, he'll try to ping it off Ansley Reed unsuccessfully. Reed launches it. Lighthouse with life in their veins. You can see even the bench is on their feet. Nobody sitting down for these final moments. Ashmamadov deep in his own half. He's being told, he's being harried, and finally the yellow card brandished. I believe that's for the substitutes. Didn't see them make their way onto the pitch. Goga. Well done there from Fletcher. Matisse with a great step. Matt Leader. Oh, that's a high boot. Have to be careful of that. Lighthouse. Could find Beliti in a lot of space. Lashko there. Dudek to keep possession for his side. You can feel the hurriedness from both of these units. Frantic is the pace. Gorman. Oh, God! Keeps it in. Doesn't keep possession. Guillaume. Musa with a beauty of a touch. He could be in again. The head down. The shot could be on. The shot's over. Beautiful touches from Musa. Tischek trying for the long range pass. Doesn't connect, and that will be that here at the Germantown Super Site in Philadelphia. Your final score, Heritage 1, Lighthouse. Or Heritage 0, Lighthouse 1. Folks, it's been an absolute pleasure to guide you through this APSL matchup. I'm Phil Boda from Game and Frame Productions, and we'll see you in just a few for an interview. Welcome back, Game and Frame fans. It's Phil Boda here, and I'm with the hero of the match tonight, Musa Abdelgadir. We've got a couple questions for him. My friend, you scored the one and only goal in extra time of this matchup. How's it feel to get the victory?
It feels really good. We needed this, and we've been, 3 losses in a row now, so we had to switch the momentum, and I think it's really going to help us going forward. Absolutely.
That was your 10th goal of the season, Musa. Do you feel some pressure being that top goal scorer for your club?
No, it's it's what feeds me for real. If there's no pressure, it's not as much fun. So I feel like football is a game of pressure, and the more pressure it is, the more you really got to get shit done. And so yeah.
It was a very physical game and a lot of pressure you were under, battling it out in the midfield, taking tackles and giving them out yourself. The long ball strategy was working for you. Is that something you guys cooked up, or is that kind of what you've been doing all season long?
No, it's just something that comes natural because, we have a lot of pace up front. My wingers are fast, my cam, my wing backs as well. So we try to utilize the space in behind and just, go from there. But, yeah, we did that quite well today. I think we missed a lot of chances, but going forward, we got to fix that.
And you persevered to get a golden opportunity, and you converted it when the time was right. Musa, while we have you on the cast, who do you want to shout out?
Shout out my moms, my little brother, and my sister. They're back home now. I'm far from home right now. But, it's who I do it for, and hopefully I can make you guys proud.
Excellent.
Yeah.
Well, it's been a pleasure, Musa, to watch this game, and I'm sure we'll see you very soon. Game and Framers, we'll see you next week.